Troy, Alabama. A lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee, but the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the wiregrass. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Warhawks offense will go to work first. Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely...
Turning it on! At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Warhawks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Troy Trojans offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Now they'll run the draw. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Jackson will throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Grabbed in the middle. It's right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Finding open areas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
All right, let's get it.
The Warhawks have pushed it inside the 20.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Monroe. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Right on the money.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got room to work. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans are rolling down the field.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead at half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Warhawks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Caught in the backfield. It's Rivera. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up third down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Warhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Warhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The sure hands, it's Evans. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Under fire. Swings it out to his running back. There he... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. So first down here as they go back to work. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He'll keep it himself. Makes his man miss.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. The throw. He's got him. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Now on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. And the defense aimed, got him at the 27.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Jackson will throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. It looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Punt is on its way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Jackson's going to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
From the gun, running back on the move. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll play it safe and try for 3. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got him. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Trojans line up to punt it away. He takes it at the 45. And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. And they'll start this drive off in business. 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got his man. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson will throw. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Now from inside the red zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Bunch formation for these receivers. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
There's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Red pass, it's complete. Made a defender miss. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Warhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
White 53. White 53.
They'll move the tight end. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Catch in the middle, it's Rivero. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bid up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Now the play fake. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they're after him. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Touchdown, Troy! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jackson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking for room, it's right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his man. It's right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker U, anything is possible. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck up. Oh, he's got some space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Trojans will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Snagged out of the air. Fights off a defender. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a hit. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Warhawks will call on their punt team. He's gonna try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and...
There he goes! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get...
They got him! It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing it.
Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Let's go. Right.
The Warhawks are flying down the field. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and reading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Jackson will throw. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. whistled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Troy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking for space, it's right. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Warhawks will punt it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
The Warhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Warhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. And now on second down for this offense. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.